So I am back. You may have seen I did a video number one, and it was a bit of a test video, to be honest. I wasn't sure if I was going to post any more. I really want to, but I weren't sure how it was going to go. And I popped on the other day and was like, oh, it's had a few views, which I literally didn't expect anything. And the fact that it's had a few views is incredible. So I'm really chuffed. So thank you to those who viewed it. And I haven't gone into the depths of it. I haven't checked how much people watched of it. I just literally saw that people have viewed it and was like, great, let's do this now. So I'm going to properly now do my series of videos talking about BDD. So obviously I introduced myself last time very briefly. My name's Kirin and I'm in my 40s and I have body dysmorphic disorder, which I've had for approximately 31-ish years. So yeah, there we are, that's me. So today I thought we should talk a little bit how I think I got body dysmorphia and how that looks and how I've lived with it and how it affects my day. So just a bit more of an introduction into how this came about. So when I was about 11, well, when I was a bit younger, I did go through, a massive childhood trauma. I don't need to go into the ins and outs, but I did go through a huge trauma that someone of age 9, 10 shouldn't have to go through. And yes, it was traumatic to my life, but I also had a wonderful life afterwards. My nan and granddad brought me up. My nan was superb. And she was fantastic. I can never fault her. She was an amazing woman and I wish she was still here. So about a year after that is when I would say my first interaction with body negativity came. So when I was about 11 and I had grown to the height I am now because I stopped at 11, so 5'2", and I obviously gained puppy fat, started to have puberty, gained boobs, and my body totally changed. I was a very narrow, slim child, no fat on me or anything, and suddenly my body was totally different. I was a head taller than everyone, and eventually they all kept going past me and I stayed where I was. And a comment was made about me by an important adult in my life, and it was somehow passed to me or told to me. I don't really remember the details. And that probably was the start of it. And it was about just my general look. I looked dowdy. But I'd been through a massive trauma. I was living with a nan who liked to feed us, and I was going through puberty, and my whole life had changed. So from then is probably when I would say it started. I didn't get massive amounts of things said to me through like my teenagehood about my body, probably the occasional comment. I wasn't the girl that people fancied. I just wasn't, but I was the girl that got on with most people. I went in the cool group, I went in the bad group. I wasn't in whatever. I wasn't in any group. I just kind of got on with people. I remember a lad at school saying something about my nose. I don't give a shit about my nose. I've got a big nose, but the irony is that he's got a massive nose. And I was just like, oh, how ironic. That didn't bother me. Body image is what bothers me. My brother used to do it a lot, and he's since apologized and said he really, really didn't mean it, and it's just how he was. And I remember meeting my best friend. Sadly, she's not with us anymore, but I met my best friend and she was pregnant with her first child, and we went to this bar and sat outside. It was a lovely sunny day and had a t-shirt on that I think it said sexy on it, or yum. I think it was sexy. I remember having a top when I was 11 actually that said yum on it with a piece bitten out of it. And that's around that time. It wasn't because of the t-shirt. So I had this t-shirt on, meeting my friend. I think it might have said sexy. I don't know. It was just a word. And as I walked past, a guy went, oh, who the fuck does she think she's kidding? Or something along those lines. And that stuck. So it's little comments like that. People interfering in relationships, trying to send some bloody whatever in front of you to make you feel like shit in front of your boyfriend, and that's happened a number of times in my life, because people love to do dickish things like that. So yeah, not very pleasant. So there has been like bits and bobs, there was a lad when I was a teenager who I was kind of seeing, and he's like, "Oh, you've got quite a big belly for a girl, haven't you? You've got quite big arms for a girl." So again, it's that stuff that sticks, and it has stuck. And I guess going through a trauma as well, that's what sticks. And then it all comes with being rejected and not wanting to be rejected in your life, and all the crap that comes with that. So I think I've told you I'm in therapy. I'm in phase 3 therapy for this, and I've had stage 2 a couple of times in my life. It's not really worked for me. So stage 3 is much more. And oh, sorry, I've got a real itch. So far, it's good. I'm really enjoying it. I do it every couple of weeks because I want to keep it as extended as possible. And yeah, it's really good. I'm doing lots and lots of work, and there are days I forget to do the work, and then there are days that I do the work, and it is good work. I'm a long way away from being better, but I've taking the right steps. And before I went into therapy, I also had coaching with a wonderful lady. So if you want to look her up, Sarah in Yellow. She's on Instagram, she's on YouTube, she's on TikTok, but the main place is Instagram. Sarah in Yellow, she does coaching, and I did a 12-week coaching program with another bunch of ladies. Unfortunately, none of them were in England. It was mostly the States and one in Australia. But that was a really good 12-week coaching program, which is a great start for me. And it's something I can always go back to the paperwork we've done, back to the learning. We've got the group chat that we've stayed on. So she's fantastic, and I will talk more about that as well at another time. But I just wanted to delve into the where and whys it comes from. And then the effects are, it does affect my relationships. I compare myself a lot. I've got a lot better at not comparing myself. I can't go to a pool or a spa or anything like that at the moment. Just no. I was a fitness instructor for a little while and a PT. I lost a lot of weight. I was a very small size 10, if not nearly an 8, for a little while. And yes, I did feel amazing. People say, "Oh, you lose all this weight, but you don't feel amazing." I felt incredible. I had the most confidence I've ever had in my life. But there was still an obsession with the next step and the next step. And what I was also doing was not maintainable. I could not maintain that life. And my life is very different now. I've met a partner. I've changed my job because we wanted to get a house, so I needed to get a regular job. I'm sat at a desk a lot of the time, and we do have our house now. But I am sat at a desk a lot, which I struggle with. I'm not a desk sitter. And for 4 long days a week, I'm sat at a desk doing stuff. I'm sat here now, and it's that space in your life, perimenopause and joints aching, and it really does happen. And I always thought it wouldn't happen to me, and it does happen. My elbows kill. I've got mild arthritis in my hips, and they kill so bad. It's just anyway. So yes, it does affect relationships, and I find I'm worse in relationships because I don't feel good enough. I don't think I look good enough. When we met, I was 2 to 3 sizes smaller. So I obviously don't feel good enough. I notice what men look at. I notice what catches my partner's eye. I'm not stupid. He's not blind. I'm not blind. And you might go, "Oh, we shouldn't do it. It's not respectful." No, it's not. But all men do it. And he'll deny it to the hill anyway. So it's a pointless conversation. But we all know, because men can't help it either. They've been ingrained to think that's how a woman should look. That's what a woman looks like when they look their best. They're this size and have this all about them. It's not true. It's not true. We can't all maintain that from, we can't stay looking like 17-year-olds as much as that would be great. So yes, it's difficult. And I did a little post the other day on my Instagram actually, and what shadows look like to me. And I was like, this is how ridiculous living with BDD is. I'm walking with my dog. It's a lovely sunny day. I hate summer, by the way, but that's a whole other issue and story. I'm walking with my dog, and I'm looking at my shadow. I'm looking at my shadow and going, "Oh my God, my shadow looks huge. I look like a great big man." Like, no disrespect to men, but I'm a woman, and I look like this big chunky man in my shadow. And I said I walk next to my friends or, somebody, and I'm like, "Oh my God, my shadow's so much huger than hers." Or I walk next to my partner and I'm like, "Wow, my shadow's the same width as him." My life is so tightly sucked in with this. It's hard to explain it because people, excuse me, say, explain what it's like. And I'm like, it's really hard to explain. It's like there all the time. It's like breathing. So I always say it's like breathing for me. It's there all the time. It's always somewhere here at the back of my head. So, excuse me. And we're back. I had to have a little coughing session then. I don't know what happened. Choking on my own saliva, I think, or talking so much without a drink. So yeah, it's like breathing. It's back here. So I have come up with a name for it. It's called Richard and Dick. So Richard is when it's being a pain and annoying, and it's kind of Richard's always there. Dick is when it's being extra. You know, it's being absolutely extra. So it's a Richard day, or it's a Dick day, or Rich turns to Dick, or Dick turns to Richard. And my therapy is now working through this, and I guess exposure therapy will come from that. I will go swimming if I go like lane swimming. So it's just regular people going lane swimming. You know, I'm a basic swimmer, but I do enjoy it. But the spa, the holidays, the summer holidays, at the moment is a no. But I guess that will come in time. So it's a bit more of a story. I want you to let you know a little bit more about it. I will go further into how therapy is looking for me, what I'm doing, what effects it's having, the daily things that I still do as habit, getting up in the morning and touching my stomach, feeling a bit flatter every day. Every day. I haven't done anything to make it flatter, but is it flatter? Does it feel flatter today? It's obsession, you know? So that is what living with BDD looks like and how it kind of started for me. So there's a little bit of information, and I think that's us done until video number 3. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching, and I will speak to you very soon. Goodbye. Oh, just a side note. I forgot to put my mini mic on. Let's see if I can enhance the sound. It sounds fine, but let's see if I can make it better. I can't believe I forgot to put my little mini mic on. My little pink mini mic. We haven't quite got the setup yet for the big mic, but it's coming. I will attach a little video so you can see it is coming. See, I have got my little setup getting ready to go. That printer won't stay there. There'll be a laptop. But I don't have any electricity in here at the moment. I need to set up the software, which I have been sent some software, so we're going to give it a go.